Hello, I think I'm live. It's the first time that I do a Instagram live, so forgive me if it doesn't work very well. But thank you very much everyone for joining. I see that we have already people watching. First common goal game live on Instagram. Thank you very much for joining. And as you know, we are all living a difficult situation. We football players, we have not been able, of course, to train or play for some time. We are in our houses trying to stay fit as good as we can, but from the Common Goal movement we thought about doing something different. This idea of games live, games through Instagram, and with the objective of creating conversation, creating interactions with the fans, with you, bringing to our team some members of the Common Goal movement, but bringing also some experts, some professionals from different fields, which they will give us their advice and their tips for this current situation. So also to have fun. Hopefully you will like it. This is the first one that we're gonna do, and we're gonna keep going between some days. We'll try to do it weekly, so this one will be in English for me, and the second half it will be in Spanish, and we'll try to do it over the weekend, or if not, next week. We're gonna have 45 minutes, which is the first half, and with the Spanish language the second half, which will make a total of 90 minutes, like a football game, with extra time that we all know it's been very, very long these days with the VAR system. So we're gonna have a bit of also extra time today and in the next games. For this first game, we're gonna introduce some people that is really doing their bit and the best they can to try to help us individuals in this global situation. Some football players that you know, some people that is really on the front line trying to save people's life, which I think they are the real heroes nowadays. And so I think it's better if we get started. And the first connection that we will try to do, let me see if I know how to do it. It will be going to Germany. 1 second. Okay, it's not connecting right now. Let me see. Thank you for all the waves and all the messages. I'm saying thank you for that. Let's see if we... Hey, Serge.
There we go. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Hello, how are you? All good? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now. Where are you now? At home in Germany, or?
I'm at home in Germany. Yes.
Yeah.
I think Germany is not as bad as any other country. So we're good. We had training today, this afternoon. Yeah, it was good to get out of the house. Now I'm at home, just resting. But
so are you training in the training ground? Are you actually going to train with your teammates, or how is the situation now?
For the first 2 weeks, we always have been training at home. We had this group call where everyone came together. We always had a certain time where we did some bike, we did some core stability sessions. And since Monday, we're actually able to go to the pitch. Not everyone together, but we're in groups of like 5 people. Always having different stations. We always have to keep a distance of 1.5 meters, which in the beginning is a bit weird. So I'm very happy.
And do you have a date more or less about when you're gonna start playing back or no? We are still training in our house and doing individual work, so we are not back yet to train even in small groups. We don't know yet also when we're gonna be able to play again. Of course, now is not the most important thing, but I think you are maybe closer because of what you say.
To be fair, no one really knows. Until the 19th of April, also the government has said that there's a full lockdown. So until then, we can't really train properly as a team. There's rumors apparently that it might be starting again soon, but no one really knows. And I think the most important thing is that the country gets back on track first before anyone starts doing their profession and going after that. So we're all patient, we're waiting, trying our best to keep fit, and that's really it.
That's good. It was a shame because you were scoring in every single game before everything stopped. You were in probably the best form of your career. It was a joke. So I'm sure you will be back scoring for fun when we are able to play. I wanted to ask you also about, because of course you have joined Common Goal a long time ago, and you even had one trip to your own country, where your roots are. And I wanted you to explain a little bit more of that, because I'm sure everyone that is listening to us, they will love it.
Yeah, well, my origin half is from Ivory Coast. My dad was born there, raised there, came to Germany when he was 18. He's currently there right now. He was coming to come back, I think, some time back, but he couldn't. He got held up. Obviously, I'm in touch with him nearly every day, and he explained to me that they're starting to close some of the shops. The market has only one entry, stuff like this. So
I was
they're
going to
getting
ask,
aware
how
of
was the
it.
situation there?
Yeah, they're getting aware of it. He said it's not as bad as I explained it to him, how it's going down here, that there's a full lockdown in certain countries. He said he's doing fine, he's okay. Obviously, there's always a concern when stuff like this happens, and there's a country or continent that don't have the same healthcare as we do in our countries, that it's going to be pretty bad. So hopefully people out there will be okay, and hopefully it doesn't spread too much.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think we have to realize, because right now, of course, Europe is in a very tough situation, but I cannot help but thinking when and if this virus spreads properly in countries which they are not ready in terms of hospitals and structure, they can be even more devastating. So sure. we have to do what's possible to try to stop it. As you know, we have launched the emergency fund from Common Goal, which of course you also joined, and I think that we as a football players, we have to do our bit however we can, and trying to especially have also these conversations to make people understand how important the individual effort is, and the individual behavior to try to solve the situation. So yeah, I'm very happy that you joined. I'm very happy that you are the first team to join this kind of virtual games, by the way. We have many goals with you in the team. So thank you very much for joining, and hopefully I can see you soon, not virtually, but personally. Maybe we can play against each other, or we can organize a team. But yeah,
hopefully.
It's been great to see you. So thank you
very
much.
You too. Thanks for your support. Thank you for having me, and all the best. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Take care. Danke.
Sure.
So we're going to keep going. We're going to move around a little bit during this conversation. We're going to move to different parts of the world. But in the meantime, I'm going to read some comments. Mata loves Gnabry. Yeah, I think he's a fantastic player, and as you can see, a great person. I see my family commenting, my cousin Jorge, Guille. They are sending thousands of messages. So let's go now to the second teammate that is going to join in this game. It's not a football player, okay? It's not a football player. And I need to find her Instagram, which is, let's see if I find it. found it. Her name is Ellen. Ellen is the CEO of the End Fund. They have been working many years to try to stop the suffering from neglected tropical diseases. So she's been working for many years as a global health expert, and she's the perfect person to try to speak with us about the situation that we are currently living. Maybe she can give us a bit of advice and tips about what we can do as individuals, mainly staying in our homes, but also trying to support the people that is fighting this virus. So yeah, let's see if we can connect. She says I'm here and I'm waiting for her to connect. So let me see. I hope the connection is right, by the way. Connecting. Yay!
Hello!
Hello, Ellen. How are you?
Hello, Juan. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Very good. No problem. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for playing this game, this virtual game.
This is an amazing game. I admire you and the Common Goal community so much. You really are using the power of soccer to help change the world in many ways.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I've been explaining a little bit to the people that is watching us who you are, what you have been doing over the last more than 20 years. But I think it's better if you give us your opinion about the current situation and maybe a little bit of advice about how, with team play and effort and commitment, we can overcome these challenges, because you have been challenging viruses and illness for many years. So please go ahead, of course.
Well, I've always thought that soccer was the thing, or football, that the entire world had the most in common. And probably now we're realizing maybe that COVID beats that in terms of bringing people together and all feeling at one, and everybody individually affected. I mean, I'm the CEO of an organization called the End Fund that works on neglected tropical diseases. And these are diseases that affect over 1.5 billion people. And our community has helped treat over 1 billion people every year. So we're used to thinking at scale, but this has just completely taken the public health world not by surprise, because I think a lot of people were preparing for a pandemic, but just the speed, the mass impact everywhere. So I think that the most important message to continue to share is that people can make a difference, whether it's physical distancing. I hate calling it social distancing, so I feel more socially connected now than ever to all my friends and family. You know, washing hands, just making sure that you're limiting contact with other people. It's hard now, but for me, I'm doing family calls by Zoom, birthday parties by Zoom.
It's a different reality. It's a different reality.
People are suffering. You know, there's a great quote about everyone you meet is fighting a big battle, and everyone is fighting a big battle now.
Of course. So, I just cannot imagine what we were speaking before with Serge. If we are having this very tough situation in the States, in Europe, especially in countries like Spain or Italy, what it will be the situation like in undeveloped countries where they don't have the facilities or the structure of the resources to fight against this virus? Because what it will probably happen, and hopefully not, and we can stop it before, but it will damage them even more. And the people that already have problems, have lack of facilities and lack of a honorable life, they will probably are the ones that are going to be the most suffering. So it's really sad.
Yeah, as we see every time, the people who are most vulnerable end up getting hit the hardest by any crisis. And we mostly work in Africa. So what I'm seeing there is COVID hasn't had its full impact there yet, but it's already in all 52 African countries. There's over 11,000 cases confirmed. And it's really hard. These are communities where social distancing is going to be really, really hard, where asking people to have 3 weeks worth of food and stay home is pretty much impossible. If they don't go out, they don't eat. You know, people living less than $1.50 a day, it's almost impossible to do some of the recommendations that we're following in the West.
It will be impossible for some people to follow the 2 meters rule social distancing, because there's probably some people living in the same house in very small spaces.
Very small space. You think of urban slums. I mean, I just talked to someone today and they said they visited a home that 12 people are living in one small room. So it's very difficult. I think it's more important now than ever to support organizations that are on the front line, community-based organizations. You know, this is going to hit places with poor health systems, but I'm hoping that really this is another wake-up call for why frontline health workers, community health workers are so important, why supporting public health institutions is so important. And really all of us thinking about what are ways that we can help the most vulnerable that are being affected by this situation.
Yeah, it's funny because when you think about the actual fact of washing your hands, which everyone is doing a lot now, there's many people in the world that they cannot even wash their hands, which is really, really tough. So,
I mean, it's some of the things that we're doing is just helping people have access to soap, setting up hand washing stations, finding, you know, ways that people can have access to water, finding even the messaging about what is possible and what's important to do in local languages. But you're right, not everybody has water or soap, so some of the recommendations are really tough.
Yeah. I think, you know, at the end of the day, we'll beat this virus, and we have to stick positive. I think, of course, there is a big feeling of frustration nowadays and sadness because there are so many people dying. But if we can stay positive somehow and work together, and hopefully in some time we can speak about this, that it was something very painful, but it also brought everyone together, and through cooperation and solidarity, we actually, as a one, we overcome anything that can come to us. So
I 100% believe that that's possible. I think we're going to have stronger relationships, more clear about what our priorities are, and stronger health systems. And also, I think, a real awareness of the most vulnerable among us and how we can be supportive. So I think that you and the whole soccer community have such a role to play in that. So I can't thank you enough for highlighting what the public health needs are and really what specific things people can do about it.
No, of course. Thank you for what you have been doing through most of your life, and thank you for joining today. You are a great signing for us, for our game. Well, where are you now?
If people are interested in knowing more about what the End Fund is doing on this, we're at end.org or end.com. So we'd be happy for folks to reach out.
Okay. Are you connecting from the States or from England, or where are you now?
The End Fund is headquartered in New York City, and it's a tough spot to be. We have staff who've been positive for COVID, family members in the hospital. People are really suffering. It's a time to really is hard for the city. I think we're seeing not enough ventilators, health workers really under duress. And, you know, we're trying to do our best to support things right in the End Fund's backyard of New York, as well as thinking about how we can support communities that are vulnerable in Africa and other places in the world.
So please keep going. Keep going.
Oh, thank you.
I send you all my strength, my positive energy, and thank you very much for joining. I think that we have a new player of this team waiting already to connect.
I'm honored to be on the team.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, let's keep going with some questions or comments from you. Come on, I want to see some questions. Shout out from Kenya. Hello to Kenya. Hello to Switzerland. Let's fight this together. Yeah, of course. My pre-match routine. Well, right now, as you know, we are not playing, but we're trying to stay fit by doing exercise that the fitness coaches from the club has sent to us. Some exercise you can do. I mean, most of the exercise you can do in your house, even if you don't have a garden or a space outside, which is very, very convenient. And my pre-routine for the games, you know, I don't have very special routines. Because I am left-footed, and all my life I always put my left foot before my right, and also my left shin pad. And I was speaking the other day about the moment just before we got into the pitch, the tunnel moment. For example, at Old Trafford, when we go down from our dressing room and we walk down the tunnel, and we are all very, very tense there. I have to accept. Somebody asked me if I had still nerves before the games, and I think we all do. It's a mix between nerves and excitement, and as soon as you step on the pitch, you obviously forget about it and you focus on what you have to do and try to enjoy. but before the games, we feel that tension, of course, playing in front of 85,000 people and trying to win every game. So, yeah, nothing special in my pre-match routines, but they have worked pretty well so far. Let's connect now to a different part of the country. We're going to connect with a very special person now. We met him a few years ago in our trip to India. And let's see if we can connect to India right now with my friend Ashok. And he will show us what Oscar Foundation, which is one of the organizations in Common Goal, are doing to help this coronavirus. Ashok, hey.
Hi, Juan.
How are you?
How are you? Good, good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Great to see you.
I'm very good, yeah. Nice to see you too. How are you keeping in there? Are you in Mumbai now, no?
Yeah, I'm in Mumbai and I'm in the same community. In 2017, you came here in Mumbai, in Ambedkar Nagar. So I'm here.
Are you in your offices, in the place that you have in the slum, in Mumbai?
Yes. I'm here. And then we have a center here. I can show you that all the food you can see.
Okay. Yeah.
So this food we will going to give tomorrow to the community people here.
Okay, that's fantastic. I was going to ask you, yeah, how are you trying to help as many people as possible in this coronavirus, and how it's affecting, and how you can help, or what are you doing? Because I saw you also donating some health material for so many people.
Yeah, it is. I never this situation in the family for the community in the slum very bad. I have spent my whole life with my family in this slum, Ambedkar Nagar, and we never witnessed like this kind of challenge because um, uh, keeping social distance is a big challenge.
Yeah.
In a small house, like 8 by 10 square feet, in that house, 5 to 7 family members to live. It's not easy.
It's not
very
easy
difficult.
at all. Yeah, of course.
And there is no toilet in a room, so people have to go outside for common toilet, public toilet. So that's the challenge. Water, only 1.5 hour water every day, and we are telling them to wash their hand regularly. So washing hand itself is like a privilege.
Yeah.
Now, so it's challenge. It's tough here, but I have grown here and I can see that pain. I can feel that pain. So with Oscar Young Leaders and coaches, we decided to do something, and we started with a small. We thought that we will give awareness in the public toilet because everyone is using that. So we thought that we will give some COVID-19 safety guideline pamphlets. So we distributed more than 2,000 pamphlets, guideline pamphlet, and also hand sanitizer, how to wash hand, and how important washing hand. So through that, we thought that we will reach out more people, and more than 14 public toilets. We went there and we gave awareness. Then later on, we found that the people don't have a food to eat because they are in the community, in the slum, in where my place, people are daily wages. They are working like security job, fishing, either they go house cleaning, housekeeping job, all that daily wages, taxi driver. Last week we got a call from one of the place where 200 construction laborers stuck without food. And then one guy came like a donor, and then he supported, he gave money to us, Oscar Foundation, and we organized it for food for them almost for a month. So now they have one place, and so we are trying our best how to, and then in the community, thank you, in the community, we thought that we want to support more and more family. We started with 100 family, but now we reach out more than 400 families in the community, and still the ration distribution drive is keep going on. and we want to support as many as, and we don't want people to struggle with the food. So we want everyone should have a food, and together we want to fight with this COVID-19.
Very good, Ashok. As expected, you're trying your best to try to help your community, and I can tell everyone that is listening now that I have been there, and the work that they do in the slums of Mumbai is amazing. So again, you are the third player to join.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining. It's great to see you. We haven't spoken for some time, so it's great to see you again. And I'm sure you will keep going. You will keep trying your best to help everyone there. I really hope that the virus doesn't hit you so bad, and we manage as a community, as a global community, to stop it before. But respect, my thank you, and also my positivity and motivation for you. So please keep going and keep doing that great work with Oscar Foundation, and hopefully I can see you again in the UK, or I go back to India to see you, but it's great to see you at least through here. Ashok.
Please come, and thank you, Common Goal, for supporting, because now it's become a struggle. Common Goal is become very flexible for the funding, for all your support, and you are doing amazing job. Continue that things. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much, Ashok. Thanks for connecting. Take care. Regards to everyone in Oscar. Bye.
Yeah, I will do that. Thanks. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. Okay. Let's keep going with you, with everyone that is listening to us, and they're sending messages. Let's see, they're all waves. Hello Halil Demiri. Let's see if you send some questions also that I can reply in the meantime. I also wanted, of course, to send my strength to all the people in Spain. We are living very difficult situation. The second half, as I told you, of this virtual game is going to be in Spanish. We're going to do it in a few days. Hopefully we'll be able to connect with some people in Spain to give strength, and I think the motivation will be both ways. But of course, mucho ánimo y mucha fuerza para todo el mundo en España, porque estoy seguro de que muy pronto lo superaremos. Let's see. From Malaysia. Hello, Malaysia. Can you speak Persian? No, at the moment I cannot speak Persian, sorry. I'll try one day maybe. Dion McGee from the reserve team has joined, and I see your comment. I hope you're keeping well. The next teammate is a very special teammate. I think you will join me to say thank you to her. She doesn't play football. She's probably not very famous, but on this moment, she's one of the real heroes that is fighting for people's life and putting her life at risk. So I'm gonna try to connect just one very special example of the many people that they're doing fantastic things right now. Her name is Nicola, and I'm gonna try to connect with her. There's also a special surprise at the end of the game. Nicola!
Hiya!
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. You managed to connect at the end, huh?
I did, yeah.
How are you? How are you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad. It's hard, but we're getting there. We're pulling together as a team.
I know. Where are you now? Where do you live? Around Manchester, right?
Yeah, Oldham.
Oldham, okay. And I understood you're a big United supporter. Your family is also?
Yeah, my husband, my son, definitely, yeah. One of my daughters.
Okay, so hello to them. I don't know if they are there, but hello to everyone.
My husband and my daughter are.
Okay, hello to everyone in your house. Please, can you explain what do you do? What do you work for?
I work for Royal Oldham Hospital. I'm a mental health nurse for the older people's wards with people with functional mental illness or depression, schizophrenia, psychosis. And then the ward next door to me is the other older people's ward, which look after dementia patients.
And you're part of the NHS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wanted to bring you on our team, on this Common Goal virtual team, to say thank you to you, to really offer you my respect and all my teammates, all the members for Common Goal, because we are trying to do the best we can, and we are trying to help, but it's the people like you in the front line, which is making the real difference. So I just wanted to send you and to your family our energy, and keep going. Thank you very much for what you're doing. I hope you stay safe, your family stays safe, and you're able to keep working on what you're doing, which is amazing. Are you working more than normal now? Has it changed a lot, or it's?
Yeah, staying behind to get things done, bringing work home. We're all, like I said, we're all just mucking in. People are having to go off sick. People are having to self-isolate because of family members getting poorly. So it's just, everyone's just got to muck together and get on with it, really.
Yeah.
We just want to be there and look after our patients at the end of the day.
Yes, of course. Have you ever been at Old Trafford?
Yeah, we went to Old Trafford last season. Was it last season?
Yeah. Okay. So I also wanted to say that when this is over, I will, just as a small gesture, and I'm sure all my teammates will join in that. We'd love to invite you for a game or to our training ground to see us. We'll give you our little appreciation for everything you're doing. And as I said before, you're only one special example of the many people that is helping in the NHS in England, in the hospitals, and the health service in Spain also, which I know many people. So thank you very much. It's been great to meet you and to see your face. And hopefully I can see you soon. Hopefully you can bring your family to one of our games. And please keep going and say my strength and our strength to everyone that is in the front line with you, fighting to beat this pandemic. Okay?
Yeah. I'll pass that on to all my colleagues. You spoke to my son the other day, and he was made up with it. And then I told all the colleagues about that, and they said thank you very much for all your support.
Okay. So it's great to meet you. Say hello to your son, and hopefully I'll see you soon. And please stay strong and keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicola. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
That was special. I believe. I think we have to show our appreciation to all these people that they are really putting their life and their family's life at risk for doing their job. But their job nowadays is the most important job. So yes, we thought it was important to show them appreciation and to bring them into these conversations during the coronavirus crisis, and to have a different point of view about what's going on. Let me read a bit more of your questions, and then the last teammate is going to be a very special one, and I'm sure you all will be very happy for him to join us. Let's read the last question, and then I will sign our latest player. Hello, Ben Grillhall. Hello to Indonesia. It's great that these people from over the world join in. Should we sign Jadon Sancho? What do you want me to say? We all know that he's a great player and he's having a fantastic season at Borussia. But it's not my responsibility to speak about those things. Of course, I like him as a player, but I cannot reply to that. Hello to Nigeria, where my good friend Odion is from. He's scoring a lot of goals for us. Hopefully, after all this, he will keep doing it. Let's connect to our latest teammate for today. Let's see if I find him and speak a little bit with him. Of course, hello to Sweden. Hey.
Hi, there we are.
How are you, Mats?
Hi, very good. Good evening, Juan. Thank you for hosting this, and good evening to everyone watching this. Like you said, it's a pretty international crowd.
It is. It's been messages from Bahrain, from Indonesia, from Nigeria, from Spain, from Germany. So it's been great. How are you doing? Where are you now?
I'm good. I'm in Dortmund right now, of course. I was listening to you talking about Jadon Sancho.
There's so many people interested in that, apparently.
I understand that. If you play with him. So I'm here just at home. We're training in small groups, so I have to be here, of course, because we meet at our training camp every day. So that's it right now.
So you're back like Serge. You're back in training in small groups, and you're like not only training at home but going to the training ground. That's good.
Exactly. Yeah, it's an upgrade, definitely, because running at home, is okay for a certain amount of time, but it's nice to go where you work, where you train. Even if it's a totally different situation right now, it's way better than just staying at home and having to take care of yourself there.
Yeah. How are you coping with the situation? Are you with your family? You have any kids at home? Is it difficult to stay at home for so long with them?
We are always, I don't know the English word, is pending. In German you say pendeln.
Go from one place to another.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Commuting is in English.
Yeah. Sometimes we are there in Munich. Sometimes we are in Dortmund. Most of the time I'm Dortmund, of course. And that's the solution right now, to move from there to there. But he spends a lot of more time with his parents than he used to before. The kindergarten is closed, but to me it looks like he liked it. So I think that's pretty fine. And that's of course our situation. So we don't meet so many other people right now. It's a pretty closed circle. You're in the last 3 weeks, I think, right now. So that's it. Just following the instructions, doing what's best for the community, and waiting for more instructions.
Trying to stay fit also, because we are staying at home. We are not in a situation where people is allowed to go out. So we are trying to stay fit at home. It's not the same, because you know that when you don't have your teammates or you don't have the ball, it's very difficult to train football in that sense. But at least you sweat, you feel like you're working, and then you feel a little bit better with yourself. I wanted to speak with you about how football can actually...
just 1 second. Rafinha! Hey, Rafinha is right there in the comments.
Is he there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was there.
Hello to Rafinha.
Brazil, of course he is now. So no, sorry. I was wanting to greet him.
Because I see also some people saying hello there. So I just wanted to, I don't know, just have a little bit of a reflection with you about what we are doing with Common Goal, with the fund, what many players are doing also in Germany. I've seen the We Kick Corona campaign, which has been great and one of the first ones. Also from the Premier League players, yesterday we launched a fund also in which all Premier League players will try to help the NHS, which is the people that is working in hospitals and in the front line. So I think, the football community is doing their bit, is doing what I feel we have to do due to the importance of football in the world nowadays. What do you think we can keep doing, or how football can really help when this is all over also? Because now we are living in a situation which is very critical, but hopefully when this is all over, I think football should still be the force behind, unity and trying to help the most underprivileged people. And that's why you joined Common Goal also. I mean, I think we share those values, and I just wanted to hear from you your ideas or your opinions, or if you have any short-term ideas, if we can learn from some people that are making comments here. I just think we could have a little bit of that.
Yeah, I think we players, we football players, or let's say in USA basketball players or football players, they have a lot of impact on the people. They're role models for many fans, for many people. So if you behave in a certain way, if you try to help in the situation with the way you behave, and of course money, because money is always needed at certain places. I think first of all, it helps. It helps directly. It helps the people. It helps maybe institutions who suffer financially or whatever. And of course, it sets a good sign that that football players, in our case, want to help and want to improve the world, want to help people who are in worse situations than we are. So so that's why you kind of founded Common Goal, and I joined there because it's just a great project and helps so many people. And I think it's always nice if you see that something you do helps other people. I think that's something very fulfilling.
Yeah, and I think it gives you the same feeling, but it gives a deeper feeling of what playing football is. We have been lucky. We have played in very important games and win some trophies, but I think to do something like that, which is always stayed after we stop playing football, which is in many years to come, because we are both very young and we can play for many years still. We can even play together in the future. We don't know, but I think it's something nice to do, and I thank you, of course, for joining a long time ago. But also, I wanted to do it personally through this game. We have so many people commenting and asking about things. They're asking about, when we stay at home, what series or movies and entertainment do we see? What are you watching at the moment, or if you follow any?
I have to say I watched a lot. I wanted to, when I knew I have to stay at home more, I wanted to read, but to be honest, not even one page. So it was a lot of series and movies. I was watching Unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Don't with cats. I don't know if we are supposed to say that word here. No, of course, everybody's talking about this tiger thing. I don't know the name of the series, but
I've been sent the same documentary from 3 different friends. Like, you have to watch this, and I said this is cool, and they say, well, cool is not the right word, but you have to watch it. So I don't know what is it about, but I saw there Andres Schürrle also saying hello. So we played together at Chelsea. Great guy.
Ah, yeah, we too for Germany. I didn't see that, but shoot.
He was also there. So yeah, we are. It's 45 minutes now. Perfect. So it's the first half of this first Common Goal live streaming or live game. I think we can stay a little bit more because, as you know, with the VAR, the extra time now is 4 or 5 more minutes. So let's keep reading to the questions that some people want to ask. I was reading there that, please, Mats, come to England. We want to play. We want to see you play in England. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, we would see. I was pretty close to it a few times in my career. Let's see. I signed a contract for a few years here in Dortmund now, but as you said, we are both young talents. The best is yet to come. So
Actually,
I think something like this is always interesting.
I was thinking, if we have played against each other many times, or if you kick me at some time, but I can't remember.
I try to avoid you because you're so good, So, but I don't think we played against each other a lot.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because when I played against Bayern Munich, I think you were at Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have never played against Dortmund, and when people ask me which is the stadium that you haven't played but you would love to play, I always say that it's the Borussia Dortmund Stadium, because you can tell me more, but it feels very special from TV.
I recommend it a lot. Yeah, it's great. It's a great atmosphere. Of course, this year, I don't think you should come because there won't be so many visitors there. But if we have,
hopefully, in the future.
If the crowd is back again at the games, I hope you get to enjoy this in a game, and not just in a friendly game, in a competitive game, because the atmosphere is really outstanding. It's great to play there. And you know how it is. If you have a great atmosphere, it makes so much more fun. It's just
makes such a difference, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something you enjoy as a player. I think this is one thing I will be missing in 10 to 15 years when we both quit playing. Right now, it's just something I really, really enjoy. I love these games when you go home with enthusiastic feeling, with some special moments you just take with you.
Yeah. Hopefully we can play in front of everyone soon. You, of course, in your amazing stadium, us at Old Trafford. Because I've played the last game that we played this season before we had to stop. It was behind closed doors. I don't know if you played behind closed doors ever.
Just the last game in Paris in the Champions League.
That's true.
It's the second round of the what was it? Round of 16.
Yes.
But I think it's the only game I ever played in front of nobody. So that was
it's different, eh? Yeah, it's very different.
It is.
You can hear each other. You can hear the managers and the people in the bench screaming. You can hear the referee, everything they say. It's a bit strange. It was a different feeling. Of course, playing football without fans is not the same at all. And
no.
So yeah, hopefully we can do it soon.
I totally agree with that. It's what makes it special. You know, the rest feels like a game in summer preparation or winter preparation, and it's just something that makes it special and way better than it is. So yeah, of course, we all hope it will be back soon.
Some people here is commenting how many amazing headers you have scored in your career. Of course.
I think maybe with the head, maybe 25.
Over 100 or something, no? No. Like Serge Ramos. Like Serge Ramos, he scored like 1 million goals.
He scored a lot more goals than I did. But he's 2 years older or 3, so maybe I will score 20 a season and then I will catch up with him.
We have time.
Yeah, that's it. But most of my goals I score with the head, of course. Yeah, I think it's 70-80% at least, because that's the situations where I'm there, you know, corner kicks and free kicks.
You're closer to the other goal, of course. Yeah.
That's it. I can't shoot from 30 meters. If I shoot from there, it's
me neither. So I have to get closer to the goal. So I think we are now like 6:15 here. Over time, I think there is a time limit also in this kind of videos. So thank you very much. I cannot say otherwise. Thank you very much for being in Common Goal. Thank you very much for joining this call. Thank you very much for everything you're doing, not on the pitch, but also off the pitch. You are a credit to your club and to Germany and to the game. So it's nice to see you face to face and tell you these honest things. So danke.
Great. De nada, Juan. It was a pleasure for me. Talking here with you, seeing you again. I think it's a great thing you do here.
So let's keep in touch and hopefully we can see each other soon. Okay. Thank you, Matt. Take care. Bye. Thank you. I think I'm getting pretty good at connecting and disconnecting people. I'm enjoying a lot. And so we have 1 more minute for last questions. I'm going to pick one of them. Some people will say thank you very much for this first half. And as you know, we're going to do the second half in Spanish in the next days. I will keep you posted. So everyone that is asking me things in Spanish, para todo el mundo que me está preguntando en español, vamos a hacerlo próximamente, digamos la segunda parte de este partido. Así que os podré contestar a todos y podremos hablar más en español, que desde luego también me apetece mucho y lo disfruto desde luego. Un saludo para todos los que habéis estado de principio a fin, para los que os habéis estado uniendo. Victor Lindelof is saying that he misses me and I miss him too. I have seen you have been training very hard, Victor. Very good. You have been sending many very long and very high effort videos to our group. So well done. I want to see the Iceman 100% ready when we are back. And yes, so thank you very much for joining, for your comments. Hopefully we can we can keep going doing this for many more times. Saludos Argentina. Saludos to Siobhan Chamberlain. Saludos to Deb. Saludos to Guille, to Elliot. Saludos to everyone. Thank you very much. We'll keep in touch for next half, for second half. And of course, thank you to everyone that has joined as teammates on this video. We'll keep going with these conversations about football, about how we spend our days, and about how many other people is trying to help and find solutions in this coronavirus crisis. And of course, we keep saying thank you to the NHS people and to la gente de la Seguridad Social y todos los profesionales de la salud en España. Les mando un abrazo muy fuerte y os doy muchísimas gracias por todo lo que estáis haciendo. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye. And I'm going to see if I'm able to disconnect myself now. Bye-bye. See you in the second half. Nos vemos en la segunda parte. Gracias.